The number one game I finished in 2025, or was finished with in 2025, it's New Year's, so I wanted to go through everything I finished this year. Most of them didn't release this year. That's just how I play games. There's some games I can't talk about. We'll skip right over them. And I want to try some fireworks in Planet Coaster. I really didn't even know that you could do this in Planet Coaster. I'm gonna do the city because it's close by for a fireworks display. Fireworks park. What I'm going to try to do is create a little show from the angle of the city. But first we gotta figure out what I want for each thing. Is there any stars? Because I would want that to be like the big game. There we go, it's much better. So, a short hike, which I played on stream, I gave 5 stars. It's not to say that was my favorite game of the year though. It was amazing, I loved it. Wow. I mean, I also gave Mario World 5 stars. Not for this year's play though. Anyone that saw that knew I was very grumpy. Oh, Sheepy was another 5 star. Oh my god. Nighton Plus was up there. It's one of my favorite ones. Skylar and Plux. I really enjoyed playing that. But holy crap, the dialogue killed me. Just the worst dialogue.
Hey, don't!
Whoops, too late. We came in like a wrecking ball.
That's a very delicate...
Even though it was 4 stars, it's going to get rated, like ranked less on this list, so. Okay, yet another research dog. Man, this one's complicated. I really liked it. It is a point and click kind of game, but it is like a time management game where you had to go between a bunch of like things, and first you feel like you're confident in order to be able to finish the schedule doing these things, and it gets harder and harder as time goes on. I mean, I played it on an easier difficulty, but even though the story was like you are failing at everything constantly, I kind of accomplished it all the time, which kind of had a disconnect. The story itself was very relatable, so that bumped it up after the other thing bumped it down. So I'm not going to say that it's in the top, but it's on the level of Skylar and Plux, I think. Tiny sticker tail. That one goes up here. Indigo Park, I will say, is probably down here. I liked it. I liked the characters. It ultimately is just part 1, so it didn't lead to anything. Probably the favorite of the horror games I played recently. Oh, that got me a little. I mean, the mascots were cute. They had a bunch of good ideas, and I can't wait for the next part, which should hopefully sometime next year, I think that's what it said. But it is not a complete experience, so I can't put it up there as the top.
See you next time, buddy.
Super Mario Maker 2. The campaign was alright. It was just showing off basically what you could do, so it was fun, but it wasn't anything. Oh, you butt. The Ware Cleaner, oh my god, it was such a cute game. Okay, now that we went through all the 4 stars, as well as the 5 stars, let's add something new to the fireworks show. Do we have any spinnies? We do, but can I flip them? Move them? Advanced move. Oh, here we go. So I want them like that. These just don't line up. It's so hard to get them to line up in the air. Well, we'll leave that one like that. We'll make a kind of controller-y, and we could do the same thing on this end. There. And then... Alright, so these look kind of like buttons on a controller. I don't know. Alright, 3-star ones. Hibernation Day. I think Hibernation Day was very cute. I played it on stream not long ago. It ended with a fireworks show, actually. And it had cool possums, which, yes, of course, I love that. But it's just very short and just was very much just a little story that I can't say anything bad about. but there was only very little there. Super Mario Maker 2 might actually be below it. I enjoy playing Super Mario Maker 2, but I enjoy it more than the campaign, which is what I played through. So let's move that up here. Pause. It was very cute, but there was a lot of guessing when it came to certain things. I know that's what it's supposed to be, but of course, a bear with a kitty on top of him is always great. But there was a lot of like, I don't know what I'm doing or if I'm doing this right and all that. And that's, you know, the point. And you're supposed to just be an animal and guess and hope you're doing this right and all that because you're a baby animal. So it works in that sense, but also it causes more issues. I liked it. I just didn't have anything extraordinary to say about it. Oh, Snake Eyes Dungeon. Fuck. That game, it's a dice rolling roguelike, and it just feels so random. You have to just be lucky. You have to get certain numbers to get certain creatures. It's just everything is random. There was one thing where I got the secret boss randomly. I was so like excited to have a bunch of gold and all that, and then they gave me the secret boss. It wiped me, and that just like ruined any like momentum I had. There's fun in it, it's just it wasn't great. Devolverland Expo, it is just an older experience that I just wanted to play through because I had it and I never got to experience it, and it's all right. Like I could see why it was interesting for its time, but there wasn't a whole lot to it. I wish I played it when it came out, but because I didn't, it's not as good of a experience. So that one's on the lower end. King of Fighters AFK. God, this game has ruined me. My brain every day. It is a gacha game on mobile. So all it is you press a bunch of different buttons and you can see numbers go up. And there's only like 30 minutes to an hour of things to click on a day. It is good for, you know, distracting my brain sometimes, but also sometimes it's bad for distracting my brain. And I don't do something because I'm like, I could just get some dopamine by pressing button, making number go up. Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, I should just stop playing this. I am bored. And then later that day, I'm like, I'm back on. And it's like, come on, stop it. I should not play gacha games. Jack Lumber, I just played it on my Steam Deck because I wanted something quick and easy while I was lying down. And so I played through it all. It is pretty basic. I had fun with it, but it was nothing out of the ordinary. Betography, it was very cute, but it did the thing like Pause kind of did, where it was trying to be less in your face. Even though I beat it in like 15 minutes, there was some frustrating moments in that little bit. So yeah, I have to just put that in the middle. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I had my hate with some of that, so that's on the lower end of. Let me put that down over here under Snake Eyes. I think it was mostly because it was so late at night when I played it, because I was doing a Mario marathon. No. You butt, what are you doing? And it just killed me. There was so much death with it. Oh yeah, this one right here, Star Trek Prodigy Supernova. I love that show. This game gave me more time with the characters I really loved, but especially it was right after they got canceled, so I was like, I need to play this, I need to play it, because I miss the characters. The game is pretty boring. It's fine, it's just, you go through a level, you attack, and then you go to the ship, and it's just, there's not a huge lot of difficulty. Little bouts of fighting enemies in these little arenas, and it's from a mostly top-down view. And then there's a bunch of puzzles that are mostly all the same, just kind of more advanced as way you go. It's made for kids. It's also made for 2-player, so you had to bounce back and forth between characters if you were playing by yourself. It's just middle of the pack. Nothing bad about it, but nothing great about it. Alright, those are my 3 stars. So we have our weird little controller buttons, and then we have 5 stars at the end. What else do they have for fireworks? Well, those are fun. Oh, those are fun too. I like those. It takes so long to go off. That's really funny. I think I'm thinking of it too hard. I need to not think about this too hard. Let's put some large fireworks in the back here. We're gonna get hearts. That works for games I liked but not are my favorite. Alright, so we want a bigger finale too. How about we shoot all of these off at the finale? Yeah! I like that little delay there. That worked good. The 2-star ones. This is actually funny. The Way of Cinnamon, a very strange looking 3D platformer. I tried playing it earlier this year and absolutely just hated everything about it. Like the way it looked, the way it felt, the way it even started up. It just wouldn't work and it wouldn't play, and God, it just everything. And then I was like, I need some random furry bait games, and this is definitely one. And I tried playing this for it, and it just cut off half of everything, and I could not, there was no settings, so I couldn't fix it. So I was just like, tried it again on my Steam Deck, and it actually worked, and it played fine. It's up to 2 stars, so it's not horrible, it's just not good. Party Club, I got a group of my friends together. We tried playing that. I didn't hate it. My friends hated it. There's a lot just constantly, think Overcooked, but more bullshit going on through it. It didn't feel locked in. At one point we were just doing whatever, and that of course always goes bad. And then we each like eventually picked a thing to focus on, and that went okay for a little, and then that just turned horrible when one person became overwhelmed while another was like, I don't have much to do. It just felt like things were off, balance was off. So I didn't hate it, but it's definitely low on my list. I think it's above Devolverland even. Rhythm Girl, it's a bad rhythm game. I played through a good bit of it, and then I got to a point where the sound itself and the rhythm that I wanted you to do was not matching up. So it just, you had to rely on hoping and praying to get through it. It was not good. That one's one of the lower ones on my list. Derpy's Funhouse. They made a point and click game. I like that part. I like that they, you know, did the text the way they did. Like, it literally was a point and click adventure game like that. Why is it on Steam? How is it not illegal? I don't know what to think of this. There's some cool, like, I would love to make a point and click adventure game someday. So it's cool that someone did. Why? Did they pay $100 to put it on Steam? I don't know. So that one is probably around The Way of Cinnamon with how I feel about it. Among the Sleep. It wasn't scary at all, so it was disappointing in that way. The playing as a baby part didn't do anything for me because it was like after the first little bit. The fucking pause screen, what the hell? It just felt like you were a normal being walking around. It didn't add anything to anything. It was fine. Playing wise, I guess it was competent. It just, there was no scares, there was no story that I enjoyed. It just felt like a nothing experience, and I think you could have even told when I was talking through it. Don't go away. Climb, girl, climb. No. That same day I played through Indigo Park, like right after, and you could tell my entire being changed from this feeling to like super hyper and all that, because I'm like eerily into Indigo Park and compared to Among the Sleep, which it had such a good premise. I honestly did not like it at all. Even talking about it like that, yeah, it's under Party Club. I don't know if I should include this. I mean, Super Mario's Wacky Worlds, the canceled CDI prototype, actually was fun for what it was. It's honestly much more fun than Snake Eyes Dungeon. Oh, I didn't get Professor Layton on the last 3-star thing. Professor Layton was fun. It also overstayed its welcome by a bunch. A bunch. But I would put it up here, probably over pause. And it was good escape from when I was doing it. I was half the time I was working in on lunch or on a break while I was doing it. So it's a nice little break from my reality to go play it. There was so many things that I was just like, okay, I'm over this. Can we not do these puzzles anymore? But yeah, that one was fun. Now, welcome to Moritown. So this is a text adventure, which is cool. The only problem is, so you have to start from the beginning to see anything different. It's a long thing for a text adventure. I really just didn't wanna. I got a bad ending with it too, and I'm like, okay, I want to go back and see if I could fix things. Nope. I would have to replay the entire thing. It was okay for the bit that I played, and then, yeah, it just ended so poorly, and I'm just like, nope, I'm good. Now, the top ones. Oh, Super Mario World, of course, it's one of my favorite games ever. I literally sucked at it this year when I played it on stream. Embarrassingly. I played it probably 100 times, so it's just going to be at the bottom of the top. So, Nightin Plus is a Zelda-like. So it's just a dungeon exploring from Zelda. It's nothing too unique, but it was just right place, right time. I wanted something like this, and I hadn't played anything like it in a bit. I think that would go under Mario World anyway. Now, these 4. Sheepy and the Were Cleaner were like my surprises of the year. A tiny sticker tail I heard was cute, and it really was. It was fun. It was very cute. It didn't light my world on fire, but it was just cool there. It's fun. So I'm going to say that's probably number 4. A Short Hike, I heard that was good. So like it didn't have the surprise factor of the other 2, but it was really good. Were Cleaner is free. You are a janitor, and you are a werewolf. It is very fun because you can't get caught. If you get caught, you have to kill someone, and then you have to clean it up as well. It's a silly little game that is very fun to get through. There's something about being a silly little. Look at the little tongue on that. Little tongue. It's the characters that make it even better. Like it's all silly comedy while you're just murdering people. And then cleaning up after their messes, and then the mess you make. A Short Hike. So I didn't play it with the pixel. You can turn that off, because the pixely stuff was driving me nuts. But they do have the option to turn it off, so. I really enjoyed exploring the world. I liked that I could break it right away. That was fun, where I just left, and I didn't even get the opening until about an hour in. Honestly, I don't know if the emotional payoff hit. And I think part of it was because I broke that opening part. I was already exploring and doing silly things before I got any other story. And so my brain wasn't focused on the story at all. So when I got to the top, I was like, okay, yeah. I think Were Cleaner's above A Short Hike. I think you know what that leads. I think Sheepy A Short Adventure is number 1. The feeling that you're playing, it goes from heavy until like, as you're gaining more abilities, it just adds on to it that just makes it feel so much better as you're going through. That I found it randomly. It's free. It's beautiful. Like the pixel art, there was just so much to it that I just thought was awesome. And I don't think there was a better experience. Like I went away from playing that smiling, but it was so fun. Like just everything with the world and all that. Like the way it interacted with things, the way it moved, the way. God, I loved it. Like it's literally up there as one of my favorites. So those are my top 6. Let me get the other 10. I think Skylar and Plux goes after Nightin. Between these 2, Research Dog is above Indigo Park just because Indigo Park is only part 1. I think this is my list. Let's continue the our little Game of the Year fireworks display. We'll do a number 10, a 9, 8, and a 7, a 6, 5, 4, 3, a 2, a 1, and then we'll spell out Okay, let's see. Now I have to do all this. Set it in order, which is going to be a pain in my butt. Let me set the lighting. So, these are the best games that I played. Number 10, it's Hibernation Day. 9 is Indigo Park. 8 is Yet Another Research Dog. 7 is Skylar and Plux. 6 is Nighting Plus. 5 is Super Mario World. 4 is A Tiny Sticker Tale. 3 is A Short Hike. 2 is Ware Cleaner. The number 1 game I finished in 2025, or was finished with in 2025, is Sheepy, A Short Adventure. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. You all have a good night and Happy New Year.